r/AskReddit, what food did you eat so much that you hate it now? Apparently when I was little I loved olives. My mum once found me with my hand in the jar just stuffing them down my face. Well, something clearly changed because now if I ever eat an olive I struggle to not throw up because of how awful they taste. I'm the opposite. I used to hate olives as a kid but love them as an adult. My dad loved potatoes, so my mom would cook a ton of them boiled to death with no salt and force us all to eat them. They tasted like cotton. I never ate another boiled potato again. Why did your mom have to ruin what your dad loved? Potatoes are boring, but can be made wonderful. Frying and baking beats boiling, as usual, but seasoning is the true key. Removed. I wish I could make myself tired of chocolate. LOL. Sushi. I go through cycles with it though. It will be about 3 or 4 years before I enjoy it again. I'll eat it 3 times a day for a whole week then hate it LOL. This. I find it so boring and repetitive after a while. Ramen, don't get me wrong though, I'm poor, so if there's nothing else I'll still throw an instant cup into the microwave, but there was a point of my life where that's all I had. Sat in a cherry tree as a kid and ate fresh cherries, and ate. Shat red for a day and can't stand the sight or smell of them 55 years later. This is going to be TMI, but when I was young I had an eating disorder while also being poor. I binged and threw up so much ramen that it took me decades to feel like trying it again. I can now do cup noodles now and then when I'm in the mood, but I cannot eat anything in volume anymore. Ramen. I eat ramen more than I like to admit. I always add to it though. Boiled egg, shrimp, mushrooms, etc. Easy dinner. My roommate always said it tasted like pork. Like instant ramen or legit Japanese ramen. With so much variety in Japan you could never get sick of it. Came to type it here. Ravioli. They were on sale, and my mom bought a ton of them. So for dinner one week, we had ravioli, canned tomato sauce, and Italian sausage. Every night. I could do ravioli for lunch and dinner every day, but that's just the stamina of an Italian. Ravioli can have many types of fillings, so it isn't that boring. I will literally never touch spaghetti again after be raised poor. That's all my grandma would make. Still get nightmares over the 3-day-old leftover spaghetti. I can't do leftovers at all anymore. I did the same, but I still love cherries. Go figure. I've had so much kale that I turned into a human smoothie. Yeah, I made myself sick of green smoothies when I was trying to eat healthy. Literally gag now. Hamburger helper, frozen lasagna, hot dogs, bologna, and fish sticks. Broccoli. I grew up hating broccoli because my mom would always boil it until all the taste and nutrients were long gone. Then my friend showed me how to steam broccoli just right and serve it with a bit of grated cheese to really make it awesome. So I started having it every other meal until I got sick of it almost overnight. Alas, that is how the turntables spin. Roast them. Cadbury eggs. When I was just a wee lad, I told my parents I liked them, and then they went hog wild buying them for me. Haven't had one in like 20-ish years. This for me too. As an adult, they are too sickly sweet for me. I used to love pizza, but now I can't stand it. Ate too much. Chorizo. It was once my favorite but never ate it after eating so much it made me throw up. Canned tuna. Got a bad sandwich in grade school. I think my shoes came up at one point. When I was a kid, one summer, I ate a bunch of those Nutella chocolate spread things. It was like a tube, Nutella on one side and these breadstick type things on the other, and you dip the bready thing into the chocolate spread. I just had too many, got so bored of them, and now have a reaction to even thinking about eating that Nutella stuff. I honestly don't think I have eaten any of it since, not even a little bit. Removed. Special mention for the ones who know S.O.S classic cheap meal. Beef Fahrenheit. Tequila. Spaghetti. I would have to eat it almost every day for my entire high school life. Spaghetti and meatloaf for me. It was the only 2 meals that were cooked growing up. Mac and cheese. I used to love it as a kid, but then I went on a 4-day camp where we had mac and cheese for lunch and dinner. For all 4 days. I've never recovered. Can't stomach it anymore. Hot dogs. Meat. Legend says I once ate 7 schnitzel at once. I go through phases where I can't eat meat. I have no clue why, my body will just reject it and I'll get pretty sick. Happens maybe every 3 months or so. I used to love this in preschool. I pretended they were cigarettes LOL. Tuna and brown rice. It was my lazy go-to meal for a long time, then it became my healthier alternative to fast food, etc. I've eaten them enough to go without for the next 60 years. Corn on the cob. I used to love it as a kid. One summer there was a bumper crop of corn, and it was especially cheap. So my extended family bought lots of it, and that summer we ate corn at every meal. I grew tired of it, and now, 40 plus years later, I still can't stand it. As a kid, Honey Nut Cheerios. Oh, Frosted Cheerios for me. I ate them to the point where thinking about them now makes me gag. The fat part in pork. Noodles. Chicken drumsticks. My mom used to make them in this cream sauce because they were cheap. I ate that so much that I never want to look at a drumstick again. Growing up poor and with neglectful parenting, no food access or groceries, every day I resulted to eating a lot of Vienna sausages and bologna sandwiches. When we did have food, it typically was on sale ground beef for a hamburger patty and ketchup with nothing else. All of that makes me want to vomit now, and I'm extremely grateful I can make myself something yummy as an adult. They say to be humble. However, I can't bring myself to eat canned meat, or bologna sandwiches anymore. Nope, just not doing it. Back in the 80s, as a teenager, I worked at a Mrs. Fields cookie shop in a mall. You'd think that access to essentially unlimited freshly baked chocolate chip cookies would be a godsend. After eating a metric shit ton of them as a teenager, to this day I cannot make myself enjoy them. I grew up poor, and we got fed a lot of hot dogs and Kraft mac and cheese. I won't touch either thing. Also, on the rare occasions we ate out, it as McDonald's or some other fast food shithole. I won't go near those places now. Oatmeal. In college I basically lived off of oatmeal, protein powder, and peanut butter. I really don't like oatmeal anymore. Burgers. Pizza. In my first year of university, I stayed on campus and the residence cafeteria had a wide range of really bland food, out of which the safest bet would be getting a plain old cheese pizza. By no means was it good pizza, but it was better than the other options. I had it so many times that now whenever my friends or family suggest getting pizza it reminds me of those times and low-key makes me barf. Pizza. We grew up very poor and my mother would often buy a family-size pizza for us to eat for the next 2 to 3 days and repeat when it ran out, always with pineapple. The smell makes me nauseous now, and every time I tell people I don't like pizza they lose their mind. My mother would make ground beef, tomato soup, and macaroni seashell pasta. It was a staple because it was cheap. Yep. This and cereal with ants floating in it. Bologna. Apparently I insisted on taking it every day for lunch in grammar school, kindergarten to 2nd grade. I can't even look at it now. Something about bologna and American cheese on potato bread that still scratches an itch. Although I say the same for liverwurst and spicy mustard on pita bread too, which is questionable.
Hey guys, it's Reddit Glitch. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. I just wanted to ask you guys to hit the subscribe button because according to my statistics, 98.8% of my viewers are not subscribed, which I think you should subscribe because it's free, and we're going to have a lot more bangers in the future, so subscribe. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.